Welcome back, bros, to another video review. Today we have the opportunity to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Walmart exclusive G2 Universe Grimlock. So for the contents, this is what we get inside. We get Grimlock, the figure itself. We get one accessory being his gun, and the second item just being the instruction manual, which is traditional for all Transformer toys. So here we are zoomed in a little closer so you could take a look at the details and appreciate what Hasbro has given us for this G2 version of Grimlock. Now, I want to start it off with the head. The head, in my opinion, is very impressive. I like the metallic silver matching with the teal metallic visor for his eyes. I'm definitely digging that because it matches the metallic teal on his chest. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but at least on my copy, I thought it was pretty cool. There is a Autobot symbol on the top of his chest, right in front of his face. That's pretty cool in my opinion. But with this being the G2 version, I would have loved to seen a G2 logo right there for Grimlock. And now, I don't know why the sticker is here, but I don't remember that being on the original Grimlock so visible. But that is an Autobot symbol right there that is being covered up by like a tampo. I'm not sure if it's a tampo or a sticker. Yep, it's a tampo. It's printed on the plastic to cover up the Autobot symbol for some reason. But pretty much what we get this yellow golden plastic where Grimlock is mainly molded out of it, with the purple hips, with the black thighs, and then more of that golden color plastic all down from his knees on down to his feet, with the stripes painted on his knees all the way down to his ankles to represent the dinosaur mode when we get to that later on in the video. So for the articulation on this figure, it is standard what we get with normal leader class figures, but I'll show it off real quick. The arm can extend that far. It also rotates a full 360 because it is on ratchets. As you can see, the arm definitely bends 90, well, a little more than 90 degrees because of the dinosaur limbs. The hand can rotate. As you can see, I'm turning it, but it is a little stiff. So that's up to you if you want to do that. It does have a waist swivel. The leg can kick up this high. It can go out this far. It can go back this far. So it's not being hindered by anything, as you can see right there. The foot right here, guys, is also on a hinge. So it can hinge out and give you a little bit more wider stances and some dynamic poses if you choose to do that with your figure. And then also, more importantly, the best part of articulation that you need is the head. It tilts up, it tilts down, it also moves left and also right. So basically, like I said, we get the same motion that we get with all leader class size figures. So let's start the comparisons. And this is what I'm going to start with, guys. Here we have the G2 Grimlock. And then on the outside, we have the G1 Slag and also the G1 Grimlock versions on the outer portion of the review screen. With that being said, it is exactly the same figure what we get with Grimlock, the G1, and Grimlock, the G2. The only difference is going to be the paint details on the figure and the chosen different color and molded plastic. As you see right here, both Grimlocks come with the same gun. Now, if you're wondering where the crown and the sword came from, that is an upgrade kit that I've gotten from TF Safari, where you can search Grimlock and it will come up, and you can purchase that if you decide to do that to add to your Grimlock figures. The link will be posted below in the description. Enough about that. Now just check out this Grimlock. This thing looks good, and yes, you can accessorize this new Grimlock if you like with a crown and also a sword if you choose. And with this being a Transformers G2 Universe review, I had to bring out some more of the G2 Universe Autobots that Hasbro has given us in this wave and also in previous other lines of Legacy. So here we have Mirage, Jazz, G2 laser cycle, G2 side swipe, and now laser Optimus Prime with G2 Grimlock. And I must say, this G2 universe is looking very solid in my opinion, and I can't wait for them to continue the line. And as you can see right here, just looking at Jazz and Sideswipe, I would have loved to seen that G2 symbol somewhere right here on our Grimlock. That would have made this figure impressive, incredible, and darn near perfect in my opinion. Now it's time for transformation. Now that we have G2 Grimlock transform into his dinosaur mode, this is what we get. And this is awesome in my opinion. I like the way the color stands out for the G2 version of Grimlock. I like how the teal is accented on his tail, and it looks real good, just like it does in his arms and in the claws of the robot. And then if you look at the under belly area, that looks good too. I'm definitely liking the way this turned out with the translucent golden yellow right there, and in the turquoise eyes. Hasbro did a really good job on this figure, and I like the way it turned out. There's nothing much more I can say about this figure besides that it's almost perfect in my opinion, except for them not giving us more Grimlock accessories. So here we are for comparisons. To start the comparison off, I had to bring out the G1 looking Grimlock, and here he is beside the G2 Universe Grimlock. And the first thing that I noticed right off the bat that I would have loved to seen was a G2 Autobot symbol right here on the chest. Unfortunately, we did not get that. And now, while looking at the G1 compared to the G2 figure, I feel like we're missing some paint apps on this figure. And to me, that kind of bites, because this figure is awesome and incredible in both characters' ways. But I do wish we had more detail. Like, see right here with Grimlock, you got the red right up in here, but nothing right there. You got the painted area on the back of the tail, but here you just got the stripes with the yellow. I would have loved to seen a little bit more details on Grimlock, but you know, I might just be nitpicking. I'm just happy to receive two quality Grimlock figures that are in scale to what our other figures are from the previous lines that we may collect. I'm just excited to finally have them now. I'm definitely looking forward to if they're doing the other Dinobots in the G2 color scheme. That would be perfect. I know for sure that one release design was the green slag, so I'm pretty sure that will be coming in the near future, but I'm not sure about the other Dinobots, but I hope they continue that, because I believe they are hitting a home run by doing G2 Dinobots. And here are some of my favorite Grimlocks that I own in my collection. And I like the way Grimlock is as a whole. He is a dominant character. So this is just a side view of some of my favorite characters. And now I'll spin them to the front so you can also see that before I move on with more comparisons. So here we go, having all three, and they all look good in my opinion. Each one from a different timeline. but definitely represent that character that we all love and know in Grimlock. And here we are for my final comparisons. Here I just got some random figures off my shelf just to show you how well he scales with other alt modes. And yes, I do actually think this scales terrifically in my Transformer collection. In my opinion, I do think the Lion might be a little bit too big compared to the vehicle modes of the alt modes of the figures before you. But I do definitely like the Dinosaur being way bigger than the cars, and I think that scales, in perfect opinion, like you can't get anything better than that. But just showing you from what we got, we have a Voyager class in Nemesis Leo Prime, and then we have a small deluxe in Cliff Jumper, and then we have a more normal size deluxe in the Cybertronian Mirage. So now we have reached the portion of my review where I like to share my opinions and thoughts on this figure and basically let you know if this is going to be a pickup or a pass. So in my opinion, I'm just going to come right out front and tell you that this is a pickup if you are a Dinobot fan. If you like the G1 Dinobots, you're going to like the G2 design of the Dinobots also. Now, with the G2 design, yes, the colors are bright and vibrant and definitely more in that 90s scale type of color scheme. But to me, it doesn't look bad. It actually looks pretty good, and I like the way Grimlock has turned out. With that being said, do I feel like it is missing some paint details? I feel like it could use a little bit more paint details on this figure. Besides the stripes on the tail, I would love to see a little bit on the thighs or on the belly or the chest of Grimlock. But like I said, this could be me just nitpicking, but that's just some of the things I think could have been done to sell this figure a little more. When it comes to the molding on this figure, the molding on this figure is terrific. There is no suffering of mold degradation. So my copy is definitely tight where it should be. There's no loose joints. I feel comfortable transforming this back and forth multiple times, whether I want to play with it or just change its type of alt mode, displaying it on my shelf with other figures from the G2 line. As I just stated, the playability on this figure has a tremendous value and will offer a lot of fun to all collectors and also kids that like to play with these Transformer toys. If you're interested in picking up a copy of this figure, I got my copy from my local Walmart store where I paid $55.99 plus taxes. And keep in mind, this is a Walmart exclusive, so you will only be able to purchase this at your local Walmart store or at walmart.com if it appears to be in stock, or for local pickup through the online website. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support, and not only that, positive feedback on my journey to one day becoming monetized. Thank you once again for spending your time watching my video. Until next time, yeah bro, I'll see you soon.